Well, hello there. You're at home with Melissa, and today I want to share with you the easiest, I'm not kidding you, the easiest, quickest bean dish recipe you will ever see. Prep time, what, 2 minutes? Maybe, it depends how long it takes you to open a few cans and dice up half an onion. Okay, seriously, that's all there is to it. Now, first of all, what I have here, let me get my measurements in front of me so I can tell you how big my cans are that I'm using. And you can vary this too, depending on just your personal taste. What this is this is a bean dish my dad came up with. Easiest recipe, because he came up with it when he was still working. He's retired now. And he didn't have a lot of time for lunch, so he did all these really inventive things with cans and things like that to just make his life easier so he could have a nice, tasty meal in the time he had for lunch. And so this one starts with your base for your meal, which is just 2 cans of Great Northern beans. And these cans are 15.5 ounces or 439 grams each. And I just got 2 of those. And what I'm gonna do is I have a pot here, a saucepan, and this one's a lot bigger than you need. But I have a saucepan here, probably a medium saucepan would do you. This one's a large one. But anyway, you just dump the beans, juice and all, into the saucepan, okay? Then what I like to do is I like to take an old-fashioned kind of potato masher and just smash some of the beans up. Now, you don't want to smash them all. You don't want a bean paste completely. You want some of those whole beans. You want the bean texture and things like that. But I smash up a little bit, and what that does is that releases kind of the starchiness within the beans and makes, instead of beans in kind of a watery sauce, it turns it into beans in a thick, saucy paste, okay? So just smash those up a little, leaving a lot of your beans whole. Sorry for the noise. Excuse my hands. I just washed them. It's okay. All right. So I have smashed the beans a little bit. As you can see, there's a little bit. Let me get that. See, there, it's thicker, the paste is, but there's still whole beans in there, okay? So 2 15.5 ounce cans of Great Northern beans put in here, slightly mashed. And then what you're gonna do is you take a can of diced tomatoes. And this can is 1 pound or, oh dear, can't see that. 1 pound or 794 grams, okay? And you're gonna drain them, okay? You don't want all that tomatoey juice in there, or maybe you do. If you really like a tomatoey juice, go ahead and you can throw it all in completely as is. Just open the can and toss it in. I like to have the bean flavor with the diced tomatoes, and you get the taste of the tomatoes. It's in every bite, but you taste the beans too. If you put in the tomato juice, you're not really going to taste the beans. Now here's how I drain it. I just take a can opener and go around the edges, leaving just a tiny little piece at one end to hold the lid on there, and then use the lid to squeeze against the diced tomatoes, releasing that juice, and make a huge mess if you're me. If you're you, you probably don't. But I'm putting the juice into a quart jar. You don't need to do that. You can do it over the sink and just let it go down the drain if you want. But knowing me, I will probably tonight come up with something that I can do or make using that juice. Maybe throw some veggies in with it and put it over rice, something like that. So we've now drained it, and I lift the lid out, being careful not to hurt myself, and just dump the tomatoes as well, the diced tomatoes, into our saucepan. Now we have the tomatoes and beans, right? That's it. If I weren't talking, that would have been seconds. Okay, now you're going to want to finely dice up a small onion, all right? And I've already done that, so you don't have to watch me do it. It's kind of frightening. I'm left-handed, and right-handed people watching left-handed people do things scares them. So so as not to do that, I've already diced it. Excuse me. And I'm going to take about half of that. So half of a small onion diced. And I'm just going to throw the diced onion in there with the beans and the tomatoes. So now you've got the diced onion and the beans and tomatoes. Then you're going to get a small package of pre-sliced pepperoni and dump that in there. And what I do is I try to make sure to separate the slices of pepperoni so that they're not all stuck together. Okay, just dump your sliced pepperoni in there. There you go. Pepperoni, Great Northern beans, half a diced onion, and a can of diced tomatoes. And you just give it a nice little stir. And then you put a lid on it. That's all there is to it. You put this on your stovetop, medium heat, and just keep stirring it frequently, lid on in between, and heat it through, and it's done. Literally, this can be ready to eat in 10 minutes with having only spent 2 minutes prepping it. Can't ask for better than that, and I'm telling you what, the taste of this is so good. I'm going to go put it on the oven now, and that'll be what I eat for my late lunch. But I hope you like this, and I hope you do try it, because it really is good, and it really honestly is as easy as I just showed you. I feel almost like I need to make up some excuse to make this video longer because it's only 5 minutes, but no need to do that. You're done. That's it. Enjoy, and I'll catch you again later. Bye-bye. Oh, we can't shut this off.